My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. Today I'm viewing Viktor Rolf FlowerBomb Eau de Parfum for her. This is £56 for 30ml, £78 for 50ml and £110 for 100ml. Top notes are tea, bergamot, freesia, high notes of jasmine, sambac, orchid, rose, amber, cashmere and patchouli. Do we have our full side bottles of Viktor Rolf FlowerBomb? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So, Production Unicorn told me, Production Unicorn is my amazing member of staff who's been there over a year now, who does all the filling and crimping and organising the whole factory so I can go off and do my own thing in my lab. And he told me that women really like this. And I sort of hope that when I smell a floral, I love floral absolutes, that floral absolutes are done really well and unsynthetic. So because I use a lot of floral absolutes, I use jasmine sambac and like blooming jasmine in jasmine narcotique, and I use real gardenia in goddess, which is changing its name, and I use masses of rose. So I hope floral absolutes are being utilised in what I consider a beautiful way. This is clean. This is so clean and packed full of hedione, and I think it's high cis hedione because you're getting that extra push and protection. High cis hedione is very expensive. Benzoyl salicylate links the whole fragrance together. Clean musks at the core and some acetates to help flick and push protection. Now this I can detect, and it's one raw material called, and I've said this before and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, it's something like a quaxil, which is a humectant used in cosmetics. It's like a quackle or something. Excuse my dyslexia. That gives a aqueous feel, and in floral compounds they tend to use it to smell dewy. That cashmere helps to give elevation. This is an elevating sweet fragrance. I mean, it's drying down to sort of like a peachy quality, so there is some peachy compounds in this to help give a really soft skin feel. Has some sandalwood raw materials in there as well, which is sort of what I expect. This is like, I would consider this like a really good floral accord. The sweetness is orange, which I really like, orange and patchouli. And they're very nice to help accelerate and give depth and interest. This smells really French, so this is, let's say, French-American way to build a fragrance. Very stable, a little bit lackluster for my liking, but I did say I was going to be particularly hard on floral fragrances because I love floral fragrances, and the reason for that is that this, if men associated this with floral compounds, they would be put off buying fragrances which contain massive amounts of floral absolutes, in my opinion. On to my final thoughts. So the first 4 marks are for technical ability and whether it complies and it's safe and legal for you to wear, and this absolutely is a 4 out of 4, and I wouldn't expect anything less. The price, yes, I do think it's sort of worth the amount it's sitting in sort of what I consider £50 price bracket. Do I like it? I don't like it actually, because as I said, I love floral compounds, and in my opinion we're missing something. We're missing some heart and some soul and some passion in this, and it's a very nice day scent. But as I said to you, I'm going to be the hardest when you are an oud fragrance and when you are a floral fragrance, and jasmine and rose are my particularly most favourite compounds. If you've never smelt rose absolute, I would suggest you buying just a tiny amount and smelling it, because it is particularly beautiful. It's not what you think floral absolutes smell like at all. And that is my criticism with this, that is, people will associate florals, heavy florals, with this. If there is floral compounds in this, it is trace amounts, and that is in my opinion, of course. I do sort of like the peachy compound, but it's very lackluster, and it's very grab it and apply it. Very light and airy. But I do think that technically it's brilliant actually, because this is a technical masterpiece on how to create floral accords done really well. And for floral accords, you're looking for a top note, you're looking to blend in sandalwood and wood like raw materials, and that would sort of be sandalwood raw materials, and that would be ionones, and then you would work through musks, and then you would work down through how to base it out and add projection. So this, I think, is a technical masterpiece in how to create something that smells finished and unique, but for me it smells boring. To me it's lacking something. And I really love female marketed fragrances because they tend to smell fresh, clean, linen-like. But in this aspect, this is too ozonic for my liking, and this is just really, really personal. I'm gonna mark this 7 out of 10. For me, it's just lacking some heart, some soul, some personality, some gorgeousness to it. It's just lacking. And so how would I improve this? This is sort of where it's a little bit interesting for me, because I would base this out massively and I would add in some interesting raw materials. I would add in some sandalwood. You've heard me talk about sandalwood before. When things are massively top heavy, you need to base it out. And basing it out with sandalwood just can connect it and smooth it. And this needs some smoothness to it. It smells too fresh for my liking, and it's not rounded at the base. Cosmone would be amazing as well. And I really think I'd love to see some expensive musks in this. I personally love women to smell sensual and vibrant and vivacious. And this to me smells fresh and clean, and it smells like very expensive fabric conditioner. But, this is the but, I think it would be fantastic as a office fragrance, or as a wearing out in the day and just having nothing, doing nothing fragrance. I think it's okay. So I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. I hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.